Hi and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga, and today we are going to focus on our hips, hamstrings, and glutes. So lower body, if you're feeling tight, if you've been exercising a lot, if you've been sitting a lot, if you just need some extra space in your hips, some lengthening down the backs of the legs, and some stretching through the quadriceps, you're in the right place. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully by the end of this you are going to be feeling a whole lot better, standing a lot taller, hopefully a little release in that lower back. Tight hips and hamstrings can really wreak havoc on that lower back. So hopefully you're feeling pretty decent. If you're not and you're kind of struggling, hang tight, breathe deep, and let's see what we can get done. A seated position. If you have super tight hips today, I invite you to sit up on a folded blanket or a pillow or a bolster, really just taking some of that tension, that pressure out of the hips. Otherwise, on the floor, legs are crossed. Let's roll those shoulders up and back and let the shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes, relax your jaw, take a moment. Breathe into those hips. Let go of the tension. Let down the guard. Bring your hands down by your sides. Press your palms down towards the earth. Just sit up nice and tall. See if you can let go of that tension through the hips. Let's transfer those hands forward out in front of those shins and slowly walk it out. You can come as low as you like, stay as high as you wish. Support with those hands as much as you need to. Little bonus for that lower back as we get into those hips. If it feels good to you, yeah, you can go ahead and extend those arms out. And slowly walk those hands back up. Let's switch to the other leg is in front. Might feel a little awkward, all good. Press those palms down towards the earth, close your eyes, take a moment. Let that awkwardness fade. Let those hips just gently open. We keep those eyes closed, transitioning those hands forward in front of the shins, and let's walk it out. Again, you can support with those hands as much as you need to, forearms as much as feels right. You can let gravity take a hold of the weight of the upper body. You can extend those arms out as long as you wish. Just be listening to your body. Honor what it's telling you. Getting some love into that lower back and into those hips, making sure the knees are feeling that love, the ankles are feeling that love as well. And let's go ahead and walk those hands back up. Sitting up nice and tall, we turn and we're going to take those feet out to about the top corners of your mat. Toes are slightly turned open. Adjust where you are on your mat so that it's a nice, comfortable seated position. Knees are bent, but not too far up on you. Feet are out and away, and we hinge it forward. Tummy and chest coming through the legs. Again, that bonus of that lower back, getting into the hips. Breathe. Little tuck of your chin toward your chest. Starting at the tailbone, slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time, stacking each vertebra, sitting up nice and tall. Just let your hands slide up your legs. Shift your hands behind you. Does not matter which way your fingertips are pointing. And we're going to rock those knees side to side, allowing the pelvis to shift so that we get that nice little rotation through the spine as well. Nothing super fast. Just give yourself that opportunity to feel that stretch as the knees fall from one side, come through center and fall to the other side. Breathe. Making this the last one, make sure you're even. If you were a little faster, a little slower than me. And extend those legs out long. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. There's a giant beach ball on your thighs. Round over it. Hollow your tummy and chest. Tuck your chin. Reach towards those shins or towards your toes. Take a hold of those shins or your toes and lift your spine towards the sky. Creating that big round space as though you were leaning over a beach ball. Tummy's hollow, chest is hollow, spine's reaching to the sky, chin towards your chest. On your next inhale, reach it out, flatten that beach ball, and rise. Release your hands down by your sides, sitting in staff pose, pressing the palms down towards the earth. Nice tall spine. Flex your feet and point your toes. And flex. And point. What do you notice? That stretch through the backs of the legs, through the front of the legs. Back of the legs as you flex your feet. Front of the legs as you point. Let's do that once more. Flex. And point. Just go ahead and soften those feet and walk your hands forward, lengthening, hinging from the hips as opposed to the waist. Walking those hands down, and then go ahead and let that upper body be heavy. So promoting that hinging from the hips as opposed to the waist to begin just really deepens that stretch. What do you notice? What do you feel? And let's slowly walk those hands back up, not all the way. Pulling those hands back, corner towards the top of the mat. Now flex your feet. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Again, we're hinging from the hips. Walk it out, keeping those feet flexed. Do you feel that intensity shift? Heck yeah, back of the legs, getting a deeper stretch. I can feel that all the way through the arch of my foot. If you can too, yeah, a little tighter. Little longer pull. We love it. Make sure your body does. Let your head be heavy. Relax your hands, relax your arms, but keep those feet flexed as best you can. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And release your hands down by your sides. Keeping that left leg long, cross that right foot up and over. Wrapping the crook of that left elbow around the knee. Pull it in nice and tight. Sit up tall. Release that right hand behind you, prop yourself up, and turn and look out over that back shoulder. Pulling that right knee in, lifting through the crown of the head. We get a hip stretch, a hamstring stretch. Are you flexing that left foot? And that spinal rotation, so nice. A little tuck of your chin down towards that right collarbone, and a little press of that left shoulder down and away. Oh, that just gives you a little extra bonus stretches. Love it in the neck and the shoulders. Extending right arm straight back, circle it all the way back up and over, releasing that rotation. Extend right leg out, flex that foot, left foot crosses up and over. Wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee, pull it in nice and tight, sit up tall. Placing that left hand behind you to use it to prop yourself up as tall as you can sit, and turn and take your gaze out over that back shoulder. A little tuck of your chin down towards your left collarbone, and gently press that right shoulder down and away. That little bonus stretch of the neck, rotation of the spine, beautiful stretch down the back of that right leg and into that left hip. Circle that left arm straight back, circling all the way back up and over. Releasing that rotation, let's sweep those feet around and come up onto all fours. To tabletop, breathe. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. Let's tuck the toes, lift the knees just an inch off of the mat. Breathe, stretching the calves, lifting out of the shoulders. As you exhale, extend your legs, shift your weight back towards your heels. Breathe. Hands and feet not quite as far apart as they would be in your traditional down dog. We bend that right knee, left heel presses towards the mat, getting a deeper stretch down the back of that left leg. Switch sides, left knee bends, right heel down. And then just walk it out. Alternate bending those knees. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. And just relax the weight of the upper body down. Let your arms hang. Let your head be heavy. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. Really nice long stretch down the backs of the legs. Centering your weight. Find your breath. Shift your weight to your heels, lift your toes. Center your weight and roll it up, one vertebra at a time. At the top, a big shoulder roll, and shoulders slide down and away. We shift our weight to our left foot. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach down with that right hand, lift up with that right foot, take a hold along the inside or the outside of your foot. Either is perfectly fine. Knees are coming side by side, and as we draw that right heel in towards your bottom, press that right hip forward just a bit. If you need the wall, if you need a countertop, if you want to pull a chair close to help support you with that left hand to stay better balanced, I really want you to feel that great stretch down the front of that right leg through your quadricep. Breathe. If you like that shift of the inside, the palm to the inside of your foot, that's just going to open up your shoulder a little bit, give you a nice chest stretch. Gently release. Right arm comes up. We shift our weight to that right foot. Left hand comes down, left foot comes up. We take a hold of that foot, drawing your heel in towards your bottom. Drawing the knees towards one another and just gently pressing that left hip forward. Again, you are welcome to use a counter, the wall, a chair, whatever you need to for support. The added bonus of balance, but really working to just get that stretch through the front of that left leg. Again, that transition of the hand to the inside or the arch of your foot is going to give you openness through the front of the shoulder and through the chest. You take care of you. And gently release. Both arms reach to the sky. Bring your palms to gently touch. Spread your fingers wide. Exhale and arch it back. Stretching all the way down the front of the body. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, swan dive down to forward fold. Holding in forward fold, we bring the hands to the elbows and gently sway. Coming back to center, release your hands. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a big step back with that left foot. Let's bring that back knee to the mat, keeping those back toes tucked under, lengthening through the crown of the head. Hips are heavy coming forward, feeling that stretch down the front of that left leg, through the toes and the arch of that back foot, into that right hip. As you exhale, slowly press your sit bones back, lifting those right toes, square the pelvis, draw your nose toward your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. This time go ahead and untuck those back toes. And as you exhale, press it back, front toes lift, square the pelvis, nose toward your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of your foot. Let your hips be heavy. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, let that right knee roll open as you turn and look out over that right shoulder. Inhale, come back to face front, pulling that right knee in, right sole of the foot to the earth. And then exhale, roll it open, look out over that right shoulder. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, roll it open. And inhale it back. One hand on either side of your foot. Slowly begin to press it back. And again, lift those right toes, square the pelvis, draw your nose towards your knee. Inhale, transition it forward. Left hand to the inside of the right foot. Right arm extends out, circles it around. Reach back. If you like, draw that back foot in. Take a hold of your foot. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Gazing back over that right elbow, right shoulder. Gently releasing that foot, circling that right arm back up and over. Hand on either side of your foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift that back knee. Step it in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale, wrap your arms around the backs of the legs. Give yourself a big hug. Pull it in. Tuck your chin toward your weight forward into your toes. Release your arms, let them hang. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a big step back with that right foot, bringing that back knee to the mat. Keep those toes tucked under. Breathe, feeling that long stretch down the front of the right leg into that left hip. Core is strong. As you exhale, square the pelvis. Begin to sit your sit bones back, lifting those left toes. Nose towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Let's go ahead and untuck those toes. Top of the foot to the mat. And exhale, press it back. Square the pelvis. Nose towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Let's bring both hands to the inside of your foot. As you exhale, let that left knee roll open, outer edge of that left foot to the mat. We turn and look out over that left shoulder. Inhale back to center, drawing that left sole of the foot to the earth, knee next to your shoulder. And then as you exhale, roll it back open, look out over that left shoulder. Inhale it back to center, sole of the foot to the earth. One more time. Exhale, roll it open. And roll it back. Hand on either side of your foot. Left arm extends out. Circle it around. Let's draw that back foot in. Taking a hold of your foot, drawing your heel in towards your bottom. Looking out over that left shoulder. Beautiful stretch down your quadricep into those hip flexors down the front of that right leg. Releasing your foot, circling that left arm back up and over, hand on either side of your foot. Once again, square the pelvis, and let's sit it back, lifting those left toes, nose towards your knee. Inhale, transitioning that weight forward. Once again, bending that left knee, tuck the back toes, draw that back foot in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, heel toe those feet open to the outside edge of your mat. Toes are slightly off the mat, heels are on, and let your head be heavy. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, shift your weight to your heels, core strong, bend your knees, and lower your bottom down to about knee height. Frog pose. As you exhale, extend those legs, lifting your sit bones to the sky, let your head be heavy. As you exhale, bend your knees, lower your bottom back down to that frog pose. And exhale, extend those legs back to your wide-legged forward fold. One more time, let's take it low to that frog. You can hold your frog or lowering the pelvis down, lifting the chest, hands to heart center. Breathe those elbows just to the insides of the knees. Gently pressing those elbows into the knees, working to get the chest up nice and tall. We place that right hand to the inside of the right foot, left arm extends to the sky, reach it up. And gently bring it back to center, hands to heart center. Release your left hand to the inside of the left foot, right arm extends to the sky, reach it up. And gently pull it back to center. Release your hands, slowly lift your sit bones to the sky. Holding here. Bringing the hands to the elbows and just gently sway side to side, elbow to ankle. Breathe. Coming back to center, release your arms. Slowly bend the knees, lowering down to frog. Hands are supporting just below your shoulders. Step your right foot back. Breathe. And pull that right foot in. Back to frog. Step your left foot back. Breathe. Pull it back to frog. Breathe. As you exhale, once again, lift those sit bones to the sky. Find your breath. Heel toe your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey. Half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Ever so slowly, let's take it down to your tummy. Untuck those toes. Bring your left hand out in front of you, resting your chin or cheek to the back of the hand. We draw that right foot in, right hand reaching back, taking a hold of that foot. Draw your heel in towards your bottom, and then gently press the right front of the hip, top of the thigh to your mat. If you lift that right knee just a little bit and press the front of that right side of the pelvis to the mat, deepening that stretch. And gently release. Shifting, right hand comes in front, left hand reaching back, pulling that left heel in towards your bottom. Take a hold of that foot. Draw your heel in towards your bum. And gently press the top of that left thigh, the front of that left side of the pelvis into the mat. Breathe, be nice. Feels right to you. Work to lift that left knee, pressing the left side of the pelvis down against the earth. And gently release. Release your foot. Pull those hands right by your chest. And let's press it back to child's pose. That feels super good. And just let your body be heavy. Child's pose. Just a wonderful passive stretch for the quadriceps, for the glutes, for the hamstrings, for the back. Slow, steady, deep breaths. Take your time, and as you wish, walk your hands up. We sit onto those heels. If that is not a great place for you to be, you can come down onto your bottom. We'll meet you there in just a moment. Turning your palms to the sky. Close your eyes and just breathe. Gently open your eyes, come over onto one hip, sweep your feet around. Let's go ahead and slide on down towards the center of your mat, turning, crisscrossing those legs in easy pose. Again, you are welcome to sit up on a bolster if easy pose is not necessarily easy for you. And let's sit up nice and tall. Hopefully feeling a significant shift in positive energy through the hips, warmth of the hips, hamstrings and glutes. Those quadriceps, easing the pressure and down, letting down the guard. We pull those hands to heart center, and just a moment of gratitude. Tuck your chin towards your chest just slightly. We do our best to be our best, to not judge, to not criticize, to be present and be mindful with the movements that we make. We are kind, we show ourselves grace. We recognize that each and every day it's never perfect. That perfect blend of chaos and crazy, of calm and cool. May today bring you happiness, health, love, and fun. Gently lift your gaze. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel great. And I hope you just have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for being here, for joining me on this journey and inviting me into yours. Take care. Be well. And until the next time, namaste.